Dave here again. So we got a water tank here to look at. It's leaking here, as you can see. It's dripping out. It's just went bad. So we're gonna go ahead and just replace the whole thing. We got a new one over here. A ream. Unfortunately, it's not the same height, so we are gonna have to change the pipes out. And besides that, they're in really bad shape anyway. So then I'm just gonna go ahead and cut all this out and just repipe, replumb it. I don't even like even the unions themselves are leaking, as you can see, and they're in bad shape as well. That's a leak. So we're gonna just go ahead and get rid of this and cut all this out. And we're gonna cut it back to, I want to say, we don't really, I want to get that off. Alright, so I got the flue off, we got the gas line off. As you can see, we're draining the water right now. How much solder we got on that pipe there? Let me see. Yeah, I think it's a good idea to go ahead all the way up. Right about to there. We're just going to cut them open. Boom. There we go. We got a little backdraft there. That valve must not be working too well. Let's go ahead and start clean this pipe out, get all the burrs off of it. Do multiple steps on this. Ensure a very clean fit for connect. Look at that. No problem. Bone dry. Alright, so we got the new water tank in position. We got the pipes cut. I've already cleaned them up, shined them up. They're ready for reconnect. I'm going to clean up the union here and the other end of it. Now we're going to go ahead and start putting the gas line back together. Then we're going to make the measurement on. There's a lot of play on this, so we may not have to recut. I'm going to find out in just a minute. We may not even have to do that, but let's find out real quick if that's going to be a problem or not. Let's go ahead and get it all cleaned up. All right, so let's let's put this on real quick too while we're at it. All right, we're back. So we got the dirt leg on, and let's go ahead and just get this back in now. All right, get in by hand first. This doesn't have to be cranked like crazy or nothing like that. Just get it snug. Okay, perfect. So that's in now. Okay, next. Let's actually clean this up a little bit before it gets too messy. There. Let's just do that. As you can see, I use the one wrench to hold the pipe in place. That gives it turns. Until we got it nice and tight. Basically, we're putting about half the thread in. Okay, that's ready. And we got that at the back of it. All right, let's bring it out. I'm going to go ahead and install the other end into the pipe end, dirt leg part. So we're going to get that off and put the other one on. So let's do that next. Alright, let's get that off there.
Honey, Henry said he'll be back.
Alright.
He went to the bank real quick.
Okay, I'm here. I'm just getting the last things done. Alright. Alright, put that up, thread up. Alright, let's get the dope on this side of it. Get that other side of the union back on. Alright. Okay. Got you a brand new union. Go ahead and get him on there. Alright, everything's clean. Boom, perfect. Alright, let's do the lines now. This next step. Here we are at the next step. We have flexible lines, so we're going to use. Alright, and this one is going to... Well, you know what? The crazy thing on this is once we redid it, it hardly has much of a bend, but it has a little. That's actually pretty long. To make a, could have went with a 12 on both sides, huh? Yeah, could have. That 12, 18 is quite a bit. Even a 12 is even long, but they don't make them any shorter than that. So I could conceivably cut up higher and just come up even more. So we're gonna look at that next. I may actually just cut up more. This too, we're just gauging the distance, but let's go ahead and let's see here. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put them on the water tank for a minute. I want to kind of get an idea how far that goes, and then we might adjust it to that. Just kind of dry fit it first because these are all compression fittings. So that goes there, and then so with the compression fitting there, that almost needs to come up over that off of this, because it's kind of in the way. I was just thinking about that this might be too short, or too let's see. Got all this solder that dripped down on that part of the pipe though. If I do a bend, can I shorten it a little bit? Yeah, I probably could bend it and then shorten it up and bring it up. Let me see. There's really not much room with hitting that pipe like that. It would have been better. This whole thing could have came up. All right, so basically I got this pipe up where it belongs so that we could be properly mounted up like it should be, and then that should give us the distance we need. We can actually bend it, bring it down in. So yeah, we got some flex room here to work with. So that's what we want to do next. All right. Okay, so the first thing is, let's get the compression fitting on. Let's get the all right, let's get that out there. All right, let's get that on the pipe. All right, so we got that on. There, so just checking it. So no, but we want to get this on this first, on the. All right, so we want to get that on first. Then we put that on, like so. All right, and then that's gonna go like that, all the way up. All right, boom. All right, so there it is. So that goes on. Then we're gonna tighten these down with two wrenches. More water came out of there. Let's just dry it up a little bit. Start. All right. Let's put that camera there for a minute so we can focus in on this compression fitting. All right, so there we go. So this one is going to rotate that way to make the compression. Remember, that has to stay all the way up. Let's adjust the wrench. A good old crescent wrench. All right, let's get it there. All right, and then get it on the other side, like so. All right, here we go. We're gonna start compressing that now. All right, keep it going. Keep it going. All right, so looking good. Let's just take that little label off there. All right, here we go. So let's do this again. We're gonna do our compression fitting again up here. Get that in. Pop him up all the way. All right. All right. That ain't really sitting on there too good, is it? There it goes. Another crank. All right. Pressure fittings up. Let's bring them into place. Try to get a hold on that better. All right. Alright, let's get these connected to the compression fitting. We're almost done. Alright, let's go to the crank with both of them now. Alright. Check the tightness on this one also. Okay, I can go a little more. Make sure those gaskets are well compressed. This is under pressure. Not over tightened either. All right. I would say looks pretty good. Pretty good. Let's see if I can just clean up that curve just a little more. Yeah, that's not bad. All right, looks good. We made the curves. That's what's good about them flexible lines. They do have some flexibility to account for, pipes that are hanging or, not in good place because they're like bouncing around. So once they lift that up, that'll be better. But we were able to change the pitch on this a little bit because that used to be in the way and they made a 90, but like if you remember, but this kind of gets right around that no problem. So everything is ready to go. Have a look. All right, I'm gonna put all these tools up real quick and we'll give it a test. And this was the old tank over here again, just so you can see that. That's how that stuff looked. This literally actually was leaking here. It was so bad. But having a union and all that, was just unnecessary there when you can just do it like this. I mean, this is so much cleaner. Rubber compression, flexible line, easy to get in, back in, compression fitting to the pipe. I mean, that's just beautiful, beautiful work. I mean, you can't ask for something easier to install, and if you have to change the tank out, these are perfectly easy to adjust, because if you get a bigger change of the pipe, or I mean the tank, if it's at higher or whatever, lower, well, guess what? You got some extra to play with. So that's a great thing about this system. You won't have to change the pipes out again. Just maybe the dielectric nipples down here will be it. Other than that, I think we're good to go. Let's go ahead and get the customer and get it checked. All right, so we're finally done. We have the install done. Everything looks good. Leak checks all pass. Compression fittings all good, solid. And gas controller works. Got a good flame. And everything looks good. Yep. And then we release the pressure out of this a little bit, got the air out of the tank. That was the last step. Run the water in the sink and we're good to go.